I'm up. I'm up. I'm up, you know. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Me up on my live, you know. Me up on my live. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, coming up on my live now. See? More you just say one thing, two things, yeah, man. You up on your live, people are listening, man. So more you say two things because me just see something come out in the paper. And then me have seen up on the live too, you know. But more you say two things because me see something come out, some press release from PICA.
Yes.
Yeah, and the press release I tell we say some dignities and some things and what them seeing at the on the YouTube and at the Gleaner is not true. It's like when I make some false claim there. Anything false about what you people said?
Well, I mean, based on the meeting that was held on October 3rd, we were informed by our representative that there were some discrepancies and there were some breaches that the agency would have committed as it relates to interdiction of members. So I'm surprised to understand that PICA is saying something different, you know.
So that means it's not you people. That means it's not you people misleading the public. It's
misleading
them.
The public.
Okay.
The public. It is definitely not true. The union is currently preparing to take some form of action as it relates to a rebuttal. So I'm going to leave that to them. But it is not true. It is not true. They make it seem as if the union is supporting them, which is not the case. It is certainly not the case. You know, they would have gone to a meeting and these breaches were highlighted. And PICA would have accepted that, you know, that what the independent person said and the union proposed was something logical, and that they would have make some amendment to how to deal with interdiction going in the future.
Oh,
you know, so I'm totally shocked when I see the press release.
Oh, so what you not call a press release? Is that more to you like a damage control? PICA try to damage control.
I would assume that the agency has to put out something to, you know, to save their integrity and their character.
But them say them have them say them.
I'm not surprised of the press release from the agency, because they would not put something out there to damage themselves or to, you know, to undermine themselves.
Oh.
They would want to put something out there to, you know, to make them look good. Oh. You and I would do that too. You know,
so them said PICA say no, them always do things at book. You know, integrity and high standard.
It is clearly the case. It is clearly the case. If a government agency has the power to just send a public officer an interdiction without following due process, then something is definitely wrong. Something is definitely wrong. You could ask the least of the legal minds in Jamaica, and they would tell you that something is definitely wrong.
Something wrong. So and you don't know, them never give you, them send you an interdiction and no one told you what you're going an interdiction for, them just send you an interdiction.
All right. In my case, I was told what I was sent an interdiction for. That's all. But I was not called into an interdiction hearing.
Oh.
And I should have been called into a hearing with my representative. And in the hearing, if they had listened to my part of the story and allow me to ventilate in a hearing, then I can assure you that I would not be an interdiction. Okay. I would not be an interdiction. Because I've seen some serious cases committed in the agency, and persons I said that work. Persons work. The matter was dealt with differently. This is clearly malice, you know.
Oh.
It's clear malice. Clear malice. Clear malice. I've watched and seen some serious breaches committed at the agency, and persons just you know.
Oh, but the release that them released today, that I'm sure that no breaches and nothing like that. The agent run squeaking clean.
But they would have mentioned that part of the meeting because they would look bad. You see, the communication officer has to put something out there to defend the agency to keep his job. He cannot put anything out there to denounce the operations of the agency.
But
to make the agency look bad.
But what I'm saying to that would be misleading the public. And that's why I run from, because government are mislead the public. We don't want a government agency and mislead the public with stupidness where them know say not right. Them have to come straight.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm saying PICA is a government entity.
Yes.
And PICA is run by virtue of the law.
Yes.
By virtue of policies, by virtue of manual, by virtue of the constitution.
Yes.
And if PICA go above these components, then PICA would be in breach. And if PICA is in breach, then PICA has to acknowledge and do the honorable thing. That's all I'm saying.
They need to do the honorable thing. But don't defend something when them know it's not true.
There's a recent article that came out. I think it's today.
Yes.
Where some members of the JCF were cited for being involved in a escape of a serious murder last year, and they have just been interdicted by the JCF. Now the JCF is an organization who obey the rules and the regulation as it relates to interdiction. Why can't PICA do the same thing? Is PICA above JCF? Is PICA above the law? That's the question I need to ask. Is they above the law? Who is PICA answerable to? Are they answerable to themselves? Does PICA operate in a vacuum? That PICA can do exactly what they feel like doing? Or they operate by virtue of the law and the regulations and the manuals and the rules that is laid down to guide the agency? I need to know that.
Okay. Yeah, because everybody must have a fair hearing and everything, because you have a law, something supposed to guide who it being Eden PICA if you know better than that. Them supposed to know better than this. Say you can't just get up and you just say, okay, interdiction and that's it, and no hearing, nothing at all. So you don't get no chance.
I am surprised that even one of my colleagues were called on vacation leave and the serve a letter of interdiction. I need to understand. Can this be real? You're called off interdiction and you're called off vacation leave and serve a letter of interdiction and sent off spontaneously. I am saying, is this for real? Is this the kind of culture that exists in a government entity, a government agency? It is serious.
This is not supposed to be though. So call off a leave and just put an interdiction just like that.
Just like that.
And
just like that. No investigation done.
No investigation. That officer told why them put him on interdiction.
If you do an investigation, having completed the investigation, the thing to do is to call the member in, highlight the facts to the member along with his representative, and then do the honorable thing. Do the honorable thing. In my matter, I was not called into a hearing. As a matter of fact, nobody from my section called me and hear my side of the story. I was just sent an interdiction. And I'm on interdiction for 2 years now. Yes. And not even a hearing. It is dangerous. It is dangerous to the country's democracy. It is dangerous.
So what is let me ask you something. So what happened about
dangerous to equity?
So what happened to about your bills, your family, you have to change your lifestyle to meet you're not getting full pay, right?
I have to. You see, I'm a servant of God, Mr. Brown. I'm a servant of God, and I trust Him. that he will see me out, man. He will see me out in this storm. Because if it wasn't for God by my side, I would have suffered. My kids would have suffered. But we are right now this time because we see victory coming in. Victory is in sight. Victory is in sight, Mr. Brown. Victory is in sight, man, and we stand resolute because this is clearly injustice. Injustice driven by malice. I am saying to people, how can you use your public office as a weapon to carry personal attack on a member? How can you use your public office to carry an assault on a member? This is just not right. True, brother, true. It's not right. It's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. You're called to serve in a certain capacity. You cannot use your public office and carry that personal attack on any member, on any employee. And this must be dealt with. This matter must be quickly disposed of, so the workers can go on and serve their country. It is just not good, my brother.
You know what my saying on that? Other immigration officers and field officers and all these officers, right? Them supposed to take this as a warning, because if you don't stand up for the rights, you know, it can happen to you too, you know. Because if it happened to one, it happened to all. No man can be bigger than the office.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but the fabric of the people, the employee, they're living in a atmosphere of fear. You might have few persons who come out and speak out, like I.
Yes.
I'm not afraid of any man. Not a man. I serve a great God, and he never gave me a spirit of fear, but a spirit of a sound mind to pull down stronghold, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
A lot of persons are afraid to speak out. A lot of persons are afraid to speak out, Mr. Brown. But I'm not afraid to speak out.
No, but you have to speak for your rights. Yes, man. Yes, man. You have to speak out, because if them do something, man, you have to come out and talk. You can't just sit down and you don't express yourself. And it happened to you.
I know what I feel. I know what I feel for 2 years, man. I know what I feel for 2 years. I know what I feel for 2 years. And we have an HR director at PICA, an HR director that is supposed to be for the workers. Split difference for the workers. The HR director, her responsibility is to split the difference for the workers between the CEO and the workers. No, she has taken the whole side with management. This cannot be. This cannot be. What are the rights of the workers? Why are you abusing the workers? What happened to my right? What happened to my right? You're telling me that because of my issue, I become a sporadic bad egg and a bad member and an outcast. Come on, please. I have seen worse. I have seen worse committed, and persons are at work. Huh?
So no hearing. So from them put an interdiction for 2 years. Because just ask this, Steve. From them put an interdiction for 2 years, right? You ever get a call from the office to come in and talk to them about anything at all? About the interdiction?
Not at all. Listen, let me tell you something, Mr. Brown. On my 2 years interdiction, I had some court issue because I would have placed some matter before the court on behalf of PICA. And let me tell you, I was so broke that I couldn't attend court on behalf of PICA. And I called my senior director for assistance, and she flatly rejected my request. As a matter of fact, I was told to borrow some money and come to court and I'd be reimbursed. And the matter that I would go to court for is on behalf of the agency.
So that means you're still working then? that means you still have a complete your job. You're still working, but with half your salary gone. You're not getting paid for that, but you're still.
And I would request like assistants to have a vehicle, pick me up and take me to court and take me back. Because I just couldn't afford the journey. I reside all the way in Manchester and the court is in Kingston.
And you request that.
People. It is that, you know. It is that. Once you stand up for a particular thing, once you stand up for rights, you ain't gonna be loved, man.
Oh.
You ain't gonna be rated.
So you mean to telling me, right? You have some court matters, yeah? You have to complete for the agency, for PICA. And PICA don't even cover back your expenses, don't want to do it?
Not at all.
But that don't make any sense either.
That's how chronic the thing is. That's how chronic the thing is.
So
that's
you
how out of order they are.
So you went to court same way?
Disrespectful they are.
Well, on, so you find money and went to court same way on behalf of them?
I could not attend court. I don't have the money to go to court.
Oh.
I just could not find. I could fund the trip. I live all the way in Manchester. And I have to travel to Kingston to court. Whilst an interdiction. And I don't have a problem going to court to represent PICA if I'm assisted. But I got no form of assistance. As a matter of fact, I started to make my request a couple of days before the court date. I also emailed my management. I sent an email to my director. I spoke to fellow co-workers in the unit. That's how it is.
So what was the reply? The email.
The reply was that I get some money to borrow and travel and I'll be reimbursed.
That's
how bad it is, man.
No, but that cannot, because you are work on behalf of PICA, then put it by interdiction and you still have some court case.
And it begs to question the potency of leadership.
But that means PICA had something wrong with PICA then. So tell me what happened to those court cases then?
They would have been postponed, you know. They would have been postponed.
So them postponed 2 years now, but but it's a take up other people time, because if you have some cases, right? Remember now, them postponing the cases, right? Because you're not there. 2 years now. What happened to these people who want to get along with them life? And PICA.
Well, I mean,
yes.
The court would make a particular decision.
But that's it's sin. Is either. And because PICA not assisting you to reach the court, it make people sit down there and suffer then. It don't make any sense. Because these people have got court, but you can't turn up a court on behalf of PICA. It make you ever see through that. In 2 years.
So,
because if them put up interdiction for 2 years, that means those court matter was before 2 years. Like I got 3 years. Yes. 2 years plus.
Yes,
so that, come on. And PICA not doing something right then. It's bad. That bad.
Certainly not.
That bad.
Certainly not.
So PICA have cases to deal with in the court. And some serious cases, right? Some serious breaches.
Certainly not.
Some of these cases are serious breaches. The Passport Act.
Serious breaches, man.
And yes, and PICA sit up on that and tell me about the integrity. PICA and the standard and integrity. Because if them put you off for 2 years, that means these cases running for more than 2 years.
I got no form of assistance. No form of assistance to travel from Manchester to attend the St. Andrew Parish Court. To have these matters ventilated and properly disposed of. No.
How many of those cases?
Of assistance.
How many of those cases?
That's so disrespectful.
How many of those cases we're looking at? When you get interdiction, when you put
I couldn't give you a number right now. I
So is couple well then? Because you say you couldn't give me a number.
A couple cases.
Boy, PICA not go on good then, man. Them not go on good then. So what kind of press release this?
The thing is that, you know, even my political department, if you can't push around and bully around, you're not going to be liked.
Oh.
If you're not a yes man, you're not going to be liked. You know, it's like they tell them jump and you ask them how high. You know what I mean? I'm not into that.
No, but we're supposed to go out for laws and things.
I know my job and I understand. I understand. I know what I'm for. I know what I'm for. I know my limitation. I know what I'm for, you know. I know what I'm for. So I mean, nobody can bully me around and push me around. You know. I mean, I have utmost respect for management. Utmost respect for management. But when management gets low, I go high.
Oh. But this is the lowest you ever see management get. Because I mean,
This is the lowest I've seen. Listen, honestly, I don't think it can get any worse than this.
Wow.
I don't think so at all. I don't think it can get any worse than how it is right now.
But this bad man.
If it go worse than this, a total fatality.
Wow. So PICA, now them do the press release. PICA, you people do the press release, and I see you said on the YouTube video, and you're like you fun of some things of the YouTube video. I'm gonna read some of that, you know. We're gonna read some of that, right? You have the press release with you, right? Now you have a copy of the press release.
I have it, man.
All right, read some of the press release.
Yes, man.
Just read it right for me, please. Because
the instrument I'm using now, it is not so competent.
Oh, because that's why I cannot read it. Because
is not,
yes, that's why I cannot read it now because it's on this one. So you know. Yeah. Okay.
But the one the piece that strikes me though is a piece that highlighted the fact that the agency's policies were not rebuked in the meeting, which is a total lie.
It was a total lie. Oh.
The NW strongly rebuked the operation of the agency as it relates to interdiction, the interdiction process. It was strongly rebuked. So I'm not understanding what the press release is saying. But I don't pay the press release on the man, because the NW will adjust that.
Oh, I see.
They will adjust that. You know?
But it really bad though.
It's a move to do damage control though. I assume so.
Yeah, but we not cover up things here. We just keep it real. So you know, if we talk to you and you go into all these things, you have cases, and on behalf of PICA, serious cases,
yes.
And you cannot, you could not reach there. You call, you email, you send email out, and then tell you to borrow money. And no, that cannot be. No, this can't be a government agency or a serious government agency. This no man, this serious. This serious. Right? That's serious. And then you know, it make me have to ask if management can just get up and think just reach you or reach other immigration officers, right? Just like that. Interdiction. Without anything. Just interdiction. You know, I mean, it can reach any immigration officer, whether them they're at the airport or the what. It can reach any immigration officer, not you.
Eh? Of course.
It can reach any one of them, whether them they're at the airport or up a passport officer, you know, or the one at Waterloo. It can reach any one of them at any time.
Yes.
They have to take this serious. You know, yes.
If any organization, any entity, is going to operate in a culture where they fail to adhere to policies, where they fail to observe and acknowledge the rights of workers, it is bad. It is bad. It is very bad.
Yeah, this very bad.
It's
You
not
can't,
good.
you can't have an agent. You can't have an agency run that management feel they are like God and goddesses. It cannot be. They are also employee, of the agency,
Of
But
course,
a man matter in a
they're
different
answering
level.
to
But they
somebody.
are also
And
employee of the
that's why
agency. You are employee of the
very
state.
disappointed. I am very disappointed in the HR director. I'm very disappointed in the HR director. Let me tell you something that I have not spoken to the HR director until about sometime September 18th, when the first meeting was scheduled. That for a very long while the HR director called me to ask me who represents me, if it's the union or my lawyer.
Whoa.
You know, and the HR director would call the member and find out if you're coping well, if you're doing well or whatever. No! Nobody called.
So the HR not calling you and asking you how you're managing now or what happened this. They just want to know if you have a lawyer who representing you. Oh.
You know.
But the HR is supposed to be balanced.
Of course. The HR director is the person who strikes the balance between management and workers.
But it's not so at PICA right now.
The HR is the one who look at the welfare and to ensure that it is well with you. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
That's the HR director, the one who guides you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As you know, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So
I don't understand.
when you're looking at the HR now, what you looking at? When you're looking at like the HR is more on.
What's going on? So, the agency.
So what you're saying now? The HR is more on the management side, one-sided, but not striking a balance.
I would say 95% on the management side.
Whoa.
When the management said to HR kill, HR just shoot.
Whoa. No, man.
That's how it is, and that's a fact. So when certain recommendations are being made, or is made, the HR director now must look at the files, look at the recommendation, look at the investigation, assess them properly, analyze them properly, and make the right decision. But this sporadic decision making that is driven by some, uninformed or lack of knowledge, it is not good. In the agency, these boys and girls, I'm a schoolboy, I think this now. You're dealing with people of.
But it seems like that though.
You're dealing with people of soul and character and integrity. You're talking about husbands and wives and mothers and fathers, persons who have gone to university and qualify themselves, persons who join the agency to serve with pride and honor. So there's no way you can deal with a public officer in this manner. This is bad. And something has to be done. You know what? Something has to be done.
You know what? No, it have to. I have to highlight these things because I not just pick alone it up. But also at TA, Transport Authority, and other government agency. And it government itself.
Of course it is.
So Jamaica run too bad and at time for we take back the country. No, remember, we can't go, they matter about 2030. We can't reach a 2030 vision. With them cannot, no, this is a joke.
But you know, Mr. Lonesome?
Yes.
When I was growing up in deep rural St. Elizabeth, I grew up with my grandmother, who was an avid Christian.
Yes.
An avid child of God. She always tell me this: you can't give monkey church bell for ring.
Yes.
You can't give monkey church bell for ring because when church over, it's still ring the bell.
Yeah, man.
And that's a problem in most of our government agencies. Persons are given position in critical places, critical offices, and they can't make critical decisions.
Okay.
For you to be in critical position, you must be at least at a level to think critically.
Yep. So what you're saying to me now? Person getting some position that them that qualify for, but because there are some yes man and woman,
can't manage.
Some yes man and woman, where do what, you know, maybe CEO or these people, you know, from you bend over to management, then you get position. Yes man or yes woman.
It begs to question.
Okay.
It begs to question the appointment. It begs to question the appointment. What drives the appointment? It begs to question these appointments. It begs to question them.
This bad.
It's above my pay grade. But it begs to question them.
Yeah, this bad. This bad.
I am saying, PICA is a premier government agency. And an HR director who's appointed and given certain responsibility has abused her position. They're totally abused. When I look at my colleague who just came off vacation leave, I was sent on interdiction. My God, man. My God. My God. What is this? A potty shop? What is this? A grottic, a corner shop? My God, man. My God. What is this? A rum bar? Is this a government aid? Oh my God, man. It makes me sick.
Can you hear it in your voice, man? Real.
It makes me sick, man. It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna talk to our next another immigration officer here. I can see. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Mr. Lonesome.
How you doing?
I'm good.
They're good. I will see the press release today. You have it with you right here. We could read out some of that press release.
The press release. Yeah, man, I have it, man.
Can you read out some of the press release for us?
Yeah, man, I'm fine. Hold on, I'm fine. Mr. White still on the line?
Yes, man, he's here. Yes, man.
Oh.
Yes, man, I'm lying here, man. I'm not afraid to be online, man.
All right. Hold on. May I try to bring up the press release from my phone. Hold on there.
Yes.
Hold on there. Mr. Lonesome, it's serious. It's rough.
I'm telling you, man.
It's rough. But, as I tell you earlier, you know me. And you know I have zero fear in me. Yeah, man. Trust me. Are you ready? Yeah, man. Find it now.
Yes, man. Read it out for me.
All right. The press release that was put out by PICA this morning said the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency responds to Gleaner article of October 11, 2022. All right. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, has been made aware of allegations in the media which present misleading information about the operations of the agency. PICA refutes the unsubstantiated allegations of corruption and affirms that as an entity, every effort is made to comply with all laws and ethical standards. Regarding the issue of interdiction, the agency operates within the remit of the law and policies of the government of Jamaica and adheres to the procedures when treating with any allegations that are brought to the agency's attention. PICA and the National Workers Union, NWU, met to discuss the matter of interdiction on October 3, 2022. All right, Mr. Lonesome.
Mayor.
All right, so before we go any further, I'm going to just say something right here, so. Where them said PICA and the NWU met to discuss the matter of interdiction on October 3, 2022. It wasn't just PICA and the NWU alone. It wasn't PICA and the NWU alone. They deliberately left out the other persons who were present at that meeting. Yeah, man, it's impossible for them to forget that those persons from that particular ministry was also present at the meeting. And the person I'm not going to say who, but I can tell the person is an attorney.
Okay.
An attorney from the IDT, which is the Industrial Dispute Tribunal.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that person was present at the meeting as well.
And the attorney is one that is very competent and qualified and certified in this era. As a matter of fact, she's number one in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, in this era. So they deliberately leave out that person out of the article. So you don't see it now that the meeting was just between PICA and NWU. No. The lawyer from Industrial Dispute Tribunal was also at the meeting. Our staff, union representatives, and delegates were also at the meeting. Mr. Valentine, well, them to NWU already still, so I'm not even have to call him on. He was there. But they only made mention of the agency and the NWU. So let me, like how me not afraid of them, and like how me are the brave one, tell you what happened at the meeting. All the flaws, all the breaches, all the illegal acts by PICA were highlighted at the meeting by the IDP lawyer. She pointed out to them all the breaches. All of the breaches were highlighted at the meeting. So them come now and put out press release because they are being exposed by the Gleaner and other persons now. This is just damage control. This is just damage control. All right, let me continue, Mr. Lonesome. Let me continue. So the discussion was quite amicable. There was no rebuke from the there was no rebuke from the union of the agency's action. Mr. Lonesome, that is a lie as well. That is a lie as well. Let me say it out, and let me say it out clear for the world to hear. You see the article that was released by the Gleaner Company, Mr. Lonesome?
Yes.
That article was 100% spot on, correct, right. The journalist from the Gleaner did not release any information based on hearsay. Everything that she wrote in that Gleaner article, we passed on the necessary documents to her.
Okay.
We gave her the document
100%
from PICA.
Okay.
Boss, Mr. Lonesome, I can go as far as telling you this. I gave her full permission, and I gave my attorney and my legal people permission for her to view my file. So we not come with no hearsay, and nobody not spread no rumors. You understand? I told her I am giving her full access to my file with my attorney. The 11 years of up and down with me and PICA, I give her permission, and Mr. Mega forward every email to her. So if them say she have misled the public, I go give her all of what is happening between me and them. Because I document everything over 11 years. Brother, me know, the bag of talking thing. My mom teach me to document stuff. You understand?
And I have some documents too.
I have all the emails from PICA.
I have them too.
I have all emails. I have all reports. I have every legal document. So it's not a word about this.
Give me a chance here, my colleague. Give me a chance here. You know,
yeah,
it is 1 year and 4 months between my attorney and the union. We've been trying to get a hearing from PICA. When the union approached the HR department and spoke to the HR director, they were told that some document were not ready, were not attached to the file, and they were waiting on that, and that the legal officer, is currently dealing with procurement matters. Right, Mr. Lowenson?
Yeah, yes, man. I'm listening.
I was told that the PICA's legal officer is currently dealing with procurement issues, and I have to wait until she's through. You can imagine, sir?
What? And in the but hold on, but stick up in.
Wait until the legal officer
Mr.
finish doing
Yes, Mr. White, stick up in.
responsibilities.
Stick up in. So 1 year and 4 months, you know, and we have much matters, serious case for PICA.
Yes.
You're the one who do prosecution, right? Who do the charge and have some case for PICA with some serious matters. And all these 1 year and 4 months, and them still treat you like nothing. And the case them not, so the case them have no values then.
1 year and 4 months since I've gotten the letter from them with the pending charges. 1 year and 4 months. 1 year and 4 months. From June 21,
yes.
2021 to date. And my union delegate would have approached them several times. My lawyer wrote to them in June. I said, listen, you have the man out on interdiction for so long, and you can't bring forth a case. Kindly reinstate the man forthwith. They have not responded to my lawyer.
What?
That's how disrespectful they are. They have not responded to my lawyer. Oh my God, man. Let me tell you, this is nasty, man. The union went out again. Saw my suffering. Saw the injustice. Saw the breach of natural justice. Went out to them. And the HR director informed the union that the legal officer is currently doing procurement issues, and she is available to facilitate me being out for almost 2 years. My God Almighty, how nastier can this thing get? Huh? What is going on?
Whoa. Yes, Sina. Yes.
I want to ask Speaker.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Am I You know what? Carry on, my colleague. Carry on. Let the question emerge.
Yes.
I'm never tell you something what them people are do again. Me not hide nothing here. Me not hiding nothing. As me tell a brother, and like Mr. White, them can't do me nothing. You understand? Alright. I met an attorney. Right? And this attorney is one of Jamaica's, what I call him now, one of the premier kind of attorney, one of the big name kind of attorney. I think I met this man in about 2012. I met him one night at the airport when I was on duty, and I approached him and I asked him a question. And then it's like the man picked up that something was wrong. So what he did, he told me that he took my number and told me that he's going to call me the following morning. So he did that. He called me the following day and he set up an appointment at his office for me and told me to come in and speak with him. When I went, I sat and I opened up to this attorney and I told him what was happening, right? I'm not going to lie, so the man look at me and tell me, say, Mr. Senior, I respect you as a young guy. You understand? Because what they instructed you to do is wrong and it's illegal, and I'm glad you didn't do it. You understand?
What them instruct you to do, Senior?
You want me to tell you what them instructions to them, boss?
Yes, man.
All right. We had a shipping meeting at the airport. At that time, I was at the wharf. I was at the wharf at the time. And we had a shipping meeting. Right? I think the report then I'm a car chunk now. From them time, my friend. No, that the report then I'm a car chunk. We had a meeting at the airport, the shipping team. Those at the wharf, those from Portland, and the manager and the deputy director at the time. They asked me to do the minutes at the meeting, right? I did the minutes at the meeting. They received a letter from Port Authority, right? And they had some discrepancy with the officers who have their licensed firearm and bringing their licensed firearm into the airport, right? All right. So I was just doing the minutes, So I was there jotting down all the notes and everything that was being said and done in the meeting. At the end of the meeting now, the deputy director gave me 7 working days to compile the minutes, right? And put it in this formal state and send it off to him. So I did that. I sent a copy to the deputy director of immigration at the time. I sent a copy to the shipping supervisor, and I kept a copy for myself. A few days later, My supervisor told me that the deputy director sent back the minutes and said there are some corrections to the minutes. See? So I said, when I get back in, we're on the road at the time. So I said, when I get back into the office, I must check the minutes and do the correction. When I went back into the office, Mr. Lonesome, and I went on the computer and I opened the minutes. And the man highlighted in yellow. I never forget him, highlighted in yellow. I said, I must edit, I must remove this content from the minutes. It's when I read the part of the minutes that the man wanted me to omit from the minutes, Mr. Lonesome. It's like all the comments and things that my colleagues, that my co-workers said that was in the minutes. The man wanted me to take it out.
That is corruption. That's a corruption. So them said them they're the highest standard.
The man wanted me to omit the most important content out of the minutes. So Mr. Lonesome, basically what the man wanted me to do was sell out my co-workers them then.
That's a corruption too. And management team I tell you to do that.
The man want me to take it out of the minutes. Because my co-workers had opposed to the letter that we have received from Port Authority. The man want me to edit all of that and take it out of the minutes. Because I know some, I'm not going to tell you no lie. The night when I sit on the computer and say, tears come on my eye, I'm a boss. When I realize the instruction where the man want me to do, tears come on my eye, I sit down. I remember the night I called my mother first. And my mother tell me straight, do not touch the minutes. And she don't talk. I remember I called my pastor after and I told him what happened. And all thing he said to me, said, Tenton, you can change your words, but not the meaning. I called the same attorney. And the man tell me that I must not touch the minutes because if I do that, I'll be committing a breach.
It's a breach, a crime.
Yes,
He want to tell you to commit a crime. That means another first time do this then.
The attorney told me tonight that Mr. Sina, if you edit that meeting, that minute, and remove certain content, what happened at the meeting from the minutes, you inside that minute can be used in the court of law as evidence. And so if you go take it upon your head and remove the content of what is in the minutes, you are committing a breach.
Of course. And that equal a crime. Serious crime too.
You know what I did?
Yes.
I called my supervisor and I told him that, sir, I went through the minutes, I read over the minutes, and I don't see anything to be corrected in the minutes. So I'm not going to make any changes. So I'm saying, anybody want to change anything in the minutes,
yes,
them change it themselves. You see, from then, Mr. Lonesome, make sure I print a copy, I print a copy and have it from that as my defense. You see, from that day, Mr. Lonesome, who will tell me to do that? Remember, the deputy director of immigration gave the instruction, I will tell me if you go talk about me not change. They become one of the most hated man going.
Oh, so them want you to do illegality. Them want you to commit crime. That means them not have them are angry the agency like, whoa, me know you not change it, but them they force you to commit crime.
That's the fabric of leadership. Once you stand up, you're not going to tell a man. The fabric of leadership. Mr. Lonesome, him could have changed it himself, Him could have edited himself,
Me talk to police. Me talk to police with the same thing and them tell me, see them and I tell them to change thing and them say no. And I do arrest or what they want to call it. I'm not going to change this.
Listen.
Yes.
Me, not doing it. I did not do it. You see from that? All of them, man, all of them was a clique, the director, the deputy directors, the operations manager. All of them was a little clique, man.
Oh.
So if I go up against one of them, believe me, man, it's like a brick wall. It's like a brick wall you build up in front of you with them people.
All right, do something for me. Do something for me. Continue to read that thing they got on for me. The release. You did the one part and stuff.
All right. So it says the discussion was quite amicable. There was no rebuke from the union of the agency's action, and as I tell you, that is a lie. As stated by the Gleaner headline of October 11, 2022. The result of that meeting was that the agency had followed the guidelines laid down by the government of Jamaica. Mr. Lonesome, that is a big lie.
All right, let's go and go through.
As I told you, the lady from IDT was there and pointed out all of the breaches to them, so I lied them.
Yes, man. Go through.
Anyway, Alright. Nevertheless, the union expressed concerns about the process of interdiction, and the agency made note of all concerns and recommendations. As it relates to the meeting referred in the YouTube video.
That's my video.
Yeah, man. This was a consultation between PICA and the National Workers Union, NWU, to clarify certain issues. The agency respect all its employees. All them people have no shame, you know, man. Them people have no shame. I'm gonna say it out loud. I, Kenton Leopold Senior, who don't have no shame. Me I tell you no straight, so I don't have no shame. Me I say it out 100 times, and me I say it, man. Kenton Leopold Senior from St. Elizabeth. Who don't have no shame. Who don't have no class. Who don't people say so. The agents respect all its employees. Come on, Reggie. Come on. Anyway, I'm Salonson. I'm kind of calm down. The agents respect all its employees and their right to express concerns about the process of interdiction, and the agency note of all concerns and recommendations. As it relates to the meeting referred in the YouTube video, this was a consultation between PICA and the National Workers Union to clarify certain issues. The agency respect all the employees and the rights representation and seek guidance on matters regarding industrial relation where there is uncertainty. And nobody was sign it, you know. All thing you put at the end, contact.
So then make sure to put a name for your blast a name, then just put a press release.
So you don't know who. Yeah. So you don't know who wrote this.
But you know when you know who that do the press release, you know who the order it or who that do the press release, right?
They got him, man.
You can't speak on behalf of the agency without the CEO directive.
Okay.
You see how coward they are?
Okay.
These atrocities need to stop, Mr. Lonesome. These atrocities need to stop. You understand? These atrocities need to stop. Let me tell you something that what his name, the CEO did. Mr. Andrew Winter did. I'm not even going to tell you out there. Let me look for the article and read it to you, Mr. Lonesome.
Yes.
Let me look for the article. I'm tell you, me, I don't come to him, can't say what me I say. It's misleading. You ever read something with his signature on it? Oh, wait, Father God. Let me read something with his signature on it.
Yes.
And then he come use the line here tell. Oh, wait, man. Come right here. Let me sign it. I don't want them to say you are post misleading.
No, man, remember we're not talking on the right there. So me now put on the YouTube video, you people are talking, so me not do misleading thing.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright. So I find it now, Mr. Lonesome.
Yes.
Alright. So in 2015, right? They come up with a little craft against me to try and push me out. See? Them come, just like what them do now. Them come up with a little craft. So the first this man I do it to Mr. Lonesome. When I do know, and like the first or the second or the third, him I do it. Alright. So I have a memorandum in my hand. It's an inter-office memorandum from the investigation and it's from the text of the senior director, investigation and surveillance unit. And it is written to Ms. Lesmalie Morris Cummins, Director of Human Resource and in bracket assigned. From Andrew Winter, Senior Director, Investigation and Surveillance Unit. Dated the 1st of June 2015. See? And the subject is allegations of misconduct by Immigration Officer Kenton Senior. See? Alright. So, let me read some part of it. He said the Investigation and Surveillance Unit was asked to investigate 2 acts of misconduct that was brought to the attention of the agency. See? Alright. So him do him investigation on whatever allegations he received. Alright. Let me go on to the paragraph now. Unfortunately, the following factors have impacted both matters. 1. There were no eyewitnesses to the incidents that were reported in either cases. Number 2, there is no CCTV or surveillance information to corroborate the allegations that were made against Mr. Senior. You get what I say? That is the man's findings, you know. Yes, after investigation.
So him not have nothing, him not find nothing. Because him not have no eyewitness and him have no CC. So I'm going to go for years I can't go court. So that's go on again.
No. Even though that was the findings, the man have a right to say, based on the following, Mr. Senior needs to be thoroughly questioned about these allegations. His responses will determine the course of action and options available to the agency. That after this man comes say,
that's a foolishness.
So let me try to tell you, hold on. And then I would have a CEO.
That's a foolishness. Him have surveillance and him was in 2015.
This one have a CEO. And this one have a CEO.
No man, it's a foolishness.
Which judge you could have got to in front of judge? Your Honor, there were no eyewitnesses to the incidents that were reported in either cases. There were no CCTV or surveillance information to corroborate the allegations against Mr. Senior.
So him have nothing to corroborate him, nothing, zero. But him want to interview you now, and when you say no, him want to use what you say against you. That don't make no sense.
No, Master, what would he tell a judge?
It just don't make no sense. So it might not make no sense. Him shouldn't even get a position here. That don't make no sense, brother.
No, even though this was his findings, the man still bring me before a disciplinary committee.
Oh! After I'm done in finding, it actually said it don't make no sense. So why you have up front a disciplinary committee when him said there is no eyewitness and no CC footage and no surveillance, nothing?
We can meet in front of you know who make up the disciplinary committee, Mr. Lonesome? Yes, who make up them disciplinary committee?
Yes, tell me.
Some little people with them a pick up same way, you know. Contract and pay, you know. I mean, that's some little room up a pick up with people with them pay. And them little friend them at HR come sit around table like them or somebody like them important. You get what I say? Here what going on, Mr. Lonesome. You see, when them bring the other disciplinary committee there, meeting there, guess what happened? Mr. Andrew Winter, during that time there, was appointed as CEO of PICA. So he moved from the investigation as senior director to CEO. When we were at the disciplinary hearing, Mr. Lonesome, my attorney requested that Mr. Andrew Winter, the investigator into the matter that I'm there for, present himself for questioning. Guess what the legal officer at PICA I go tell my attorney, Mr. Lonesome? Unfortunately, Mr. Winter will not be able to participate in this because at the end he will have to make a decision. The man will investigate. The investigator.
That can't go. That cannot go. It cannot go. You call it. You accuse yourself from the case completely. So if him have a deputy CEO that have to take some, so him cannot, it just cannot happen. That's not supposed to happen. This place not running good. There anybody that know that?
That is PICA for you, Mr. Lonesome. So,
Mr. Man, him think we don't know laws, man. It couldn't be him investigate when they find nothing. And then him go turn the top man and him to make a decision. That don't make no sense.
Even my attorney was asking me if this lady is really a legal officer, and where them find her?
No, but them they know say you can't. You know, for that.
You know, where them find this lady from? You're a liar, I mean, know that. The investigator turn on to judge. How you do that?
So you have
before the court yet, and the investigating officer don't come and give evidence, brother. Me never see that yet. But PICA run under one, brother. I want to know who hired the man there. Me want to know who hired this man. Because some man feel like through them go UE and them graduates from UE, them are more genius than Some man have no common sense. No common sense. No intelligence. This is the trust me. This. As Mr. White said earlier, a rum bar business. This. A go-go club business. This. A joke thing. This. And no man can come in front of me and tell me nothing different. I don't say what I can't prove. So when I read after you from Mr. Lonesome.
Yes. So them can't deny that because it is there.
See the man's signature of that date. It was done on the 1st of June 2015. See? I want the best lawyer in Jamaica come tell me how you take me in front after this is the findings. No eyewitness, no CCTV, nothing. But you charge me for what? I mean, must be questioned for what? Question me for what? These are the kind of people who have been living in Jamaica.
And then him have the last start now.
These
To make a decision. That no make no sense.
Him
have yeah man, accuse himself.
Mr. Andrew Winter never said this. You know more Jamaican than me. You, Mr. Andrew Winter, know more Jamaican than my mother. My mother taught in Jamaica for over 20 odd years. Enough minds, enough rich man, me know where my mother teach. When you do for nobody in Jamaica, who know you? My mother. You know what a rich people, you know what a people, successful people know that pass through my mother's hand as a teacher? You know what a minds my mother molded? Mr. Winter, nobody don't know you. What you ever do for nobody in Jamaica? Nobody don't know you. I never say this, I never say it straight, my boss. You are not no leader. You're the leader of vegetable aisle. You're leader of vegetable aisle, and I say that straight. You can't do me nothing. Because I don't have to work a picker, I never say it out. Lord, me can't stay in my yard for the rest of my life, and I still can't live like me. My mother done set the thing already. So who can't sabotage me? Who can't sabotage me and can't hold on my mouth now that I got talk? Who too wicked. You know more Jamaican than me. My father gave his entire life for Jamaica as a police officer. Over 30 odd years. My father served Jamaica for over 30 odd years as a policeman before he died. Mr. Winter, nobody don't know you. My two parents are nation builders. And I feel them footsteps me a friend. And you can't lead me. Lead me where? Lead me down what? Me know why you lead me down destruction road, brother. So your friends, them appoint you. My brethren house might bigger than mine. Mr. Alonso never tell us something with them do again. Me just remember. Me tell us that me not hold not now. Mr. Alonso, you see the law firm that was representing me. So you don't know say PICA went and them know, you know. Them know who I represent me, you know. You don't know so them go and where them use retain the same law firm, Mr.
No, but the law firm supposed to tell them no because they might represent you.
No, man,
so them know.
They must have them money. No, I'm never tell you this.
Them money.
No.
But
no. All I know is the attorney that was representing me.
Yes.
The man has never asked me for a dollar kind of Mr. Lonesome. I respect the man, respect me. Because he realized that to you, Mr. Fina, I respect you as a young man for standing up. Trust me, you could have easily changed that thing and do everything what them tell us to do. But the man said you have character, and I respect you as a young man for that.
Yes, man. You have to stand up to these things, man. From it wrong, stand up to it, man.
You never ever asked me for a dollar kind of the man never
Yes, man. Yes, man.
I can tell that straight. The lawyer never charged me yet, and I got how much?
I don't care
the man represent for free. And I'm not talking about joke representation neither. But you know, the money bigger than mine, Mr. Lonesome. But he told me, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. In fact, I had signed a letter that, all right, I will continue to let them represent, knowing that them represent PICA in other matters, not against me. It's my friends, it's my friends. I never mention his name because a man them respect him. Third time walk on. My union staff representative, Mr. Julian Royal. The man come up on my office and said to me, say, yo, you may come to. The man said, brother, you need to take your file from the lawyer and let the union deal with the matter. In second time, I understand the lawyer.
Great public servant, man. Great public servant, man. Great public servant. Man of integrity. Trustworthy.
Julian Royal.
And the man has become prominent figure at PICA.
Oh.
And Julian Royal to become CEO at PICA. Julian Royal.
So why him never get the grade? A politics player them take a money and put him up and give the IC.
Hold on, everybody don't know that. All a blind and a dumb man don't know that.
You know, so we're tired of this though. We're tired of the thing here where politics, Jamaica politics, I used to say a politician mash up Jamaica. Because, you know, when you have an agency to run, it's supposed to run, you know, with respect in accordance and with, you know, people work who qualify. But we notice them take people who are not qualified for job and I place them.
Them man don't respect nobody, Mr. Alonso. But earlier, Mr. Alonso, Jamaican than me.
Mr. Alonso.
Yes.
Jamaican than me.
Let me tell you something. If PICA call me into a hearing, it's not going to pretty, because the CEO, the senior director, and the operations manager must come at the hearing to answer certain questions. Because certain employee committed a more serious breach of crime.
Hold on, let me hear this.
And they want to send an election.
So hold on. So certain employee commit what kind of crime, what kind of breach of crime them commit? Yes.
Why him no go for election? Why him no go for election? Why me go for election? Couple days after, I make a report. And that the man works almost 3 years. Why?
Yes.
Listen, man, them better behave themselves, you know. Hey, them better know who God is, you know. Them better know who God is. Them better know who God is, you know. Because enough prayer and fasting, you know.
Yes.
Enough prayer and fasting and travailing, you know. Hello? Somebody have to go run away, you know. Blood of Jesus Christ against them, you know. Hey.
Yes, man.
So tell me something. Yes. Talk and then me ask a question. But talk senior.
No, I was saying to Mr. White, he mentioned a while ago about going to disciplinary hearing. But I was telling him, so I must him alone and God at the hearing, because them can't invite me and none. Brother, you see, interdiction, it's a lonesome. You can't, hold on, it's a lonesome.
Yes.
It's a lonesome.
Yes.
You can't punish me, and then when you don't punish me, you can go a hearing. So hold on, so the time that you punish me again. That makes sense to you, Mr. Lonesome?
One day, Kearney.
Mr. Lonesome.
You can make the files, you got the email.
Mr. White, you mentioned something earlier. I'm going to read something. I'm going to read something again, Mr. Lonesome. Mr. Lonesome, let me read something against them.
Demons and devils.
I saw this.
Cramp and paralyzed.
I saw this article this morning on the internet. And it says 3 constables and a corporal interdicted in prison escapee investigation. All right. From Nationwide, it says 3 constables and a corporal were interdicted following investigations into the escape of murder accused, I'm not going to call the man name, from the Kingston Central Police lockup last year. Not this year, Mr. Lonesome, last year.
Yeah, we know about the escape, yes, last year, yeah, man.
Mr. Lonesome, here when? Following what?
Yeah, man.
3 constables and a corporal were interdicted following an investigation.
Last year, from last year.
Investigation. Following the investigation. So what happened is the JCF did their investigation, and based on the findings from that investigation, apparently an interdiction meeting must have been held, and then based on the recommendations from that meeting, the officers were placed on interdiction. So a thorough investigation was done. Mr. Lonesome, me just there work one day, and out of the blues, my deputy director came to me and told me that the HR director would like to speak to me. Mr. Lonesome, I've never met this woman in my life. See? I've never met this. I first never meet this woman. When we go for the lady office, she pushed one letter in front of me. So I asked her, what is this letter about? She said, read it now, Mr. Senior. So I said, no, you tell me what this letter is about. She said, a letter of interdiction. So I said, interdiction for who? And for what? So I used my phone, Mr. Lonesome. I put my phone over the letter and I took a picture of the letter. And I said to her, Miss, I feel very uncomfortable standing in here now without any witnesses or without my legal representative. So I'm going to leave. I'm walk out. The following morning, I come to work, Mr. Lonesome. When I come, the proxy card can't open the door. them block my proxy card. Saying, even though the interdiction letter stated that it wasn't with immediate effect, I have some days or whatever to, you know,
so hold on. So them just block you so you don't have no entry for going on nothing.
The following morning, I come work, them block my proxy card when I used to go open the door.
What?
Eventually, me get in still. Because other workers, me get in. So, me there, me desk sit down. Work start at 8:30, Mr. Lonesome. I reach work early every morning because I have to drop my daughter off at school. So, I reach work extra early every morning. So, when I was there, the visa manager came to me and said the HR director would like to speak to me. So, I said, all right, come out. You hear me?
Yeah, man, hear you.
Yeah, man, so I'm walk out, because her office is at the back of the building, another building around the back.
Yes.
So I just walk up her office.
Yes.
When I reach up her office now, she told me to meet her in the conference room. So when I went to the conference room now, before I entered, I realized that the director of immigration was sitting inside there. And another gentleman that I don't really know. We don't really know him, but I know the director. So I stood outside. I wait till the HR director came. When she come now, she invited me into the room. I went inside the room. She told me, Mr. Senior, have a seat. So I said, no, I prefer to stand. So I stand up. So the director of immigration now start to, like a body my bad now. Your phone up recording. Your phone up recording. Some say, sir, with all due respect, this is my phone. My money bought this phone. This is not a company CUG. I do whatever I please with my phone. Eventually, now the lady pushed another letter in front of me, Mr. Lonesome. And I asked her again, what is this letter for? She said it's a follow-up from the meeting yesterday, but all thing now, this one is with immediate effect. So I said, all right, no problem. So I used my phone again. I took a picture of the letter and I left. Leave same time. So Lonesome, I went back to the office. I packed up my bag, put my bag in my car, and I drove away. When I left there, Mr. Lonesome, I went straight to Duke Street to a prominent attorney's office. Right? I sent the images that I took of the letters to his secretary, and she copied it and gave it to me. When the attorney came, invited me in, I gave him the letter and him read it. When the man finished reading the letter, he put them down and he said to me, Kenton, where are the materials? So I said, material? What materials? He said, yeah, the materials that you got from PICA. Some said, no, I'm not giving up. He said, I explain to that, I use him liar terms. Him break it and say, all right, where are the evidence? They said, based on video and whatever circulating on social media, whatever. He said, so where's that video? Where's the witness statements? Where the stuff that PICA gave to you? Where's the interdiction? The things that happened at interdiction? He said, there was no interdiction meeting. The man showed them letter and said, no, man, this is not how that works. So they didn't have an interdiction hearing with you or anything. I said, no. They just called me and give me a letter. The man said, Kenton, this don't make no sense. I can't build a case around one letter. That's what the attorney said to me.
Yeah, because you can't build a case. You can't build a case. They have to give you.
You can't defend you and build a case for your own letter. They're supposed to give you all the necessary evidences and stuff that they have and how they arrive at this conclusion. There was no interdiction hearing. There was no investigation. I'm not afraid, Mr. Lonesome, I'm not afraid. You know I'm not afraid. I'm going to tell you this straight. I see I'm yard. And here's a particular individual at PICA. If they're padding up my file. Mr. Lonesome, you know, so the people have, them people at PICA, I call my family, I harass my family, Mr. Lonesome.
What?
My daughter's mother,
Ian Cook, big up yourself. See you.
No, not my daughter, my son's mother in St. Elizabeth. The girl, lady called me one day, mad. People from PICA. I go call the lady I had to ask her a barrage of inappropriate questions, Mr. Lonesome. You understand what I say? My daughter's mother who live in the Cayman Islands, Mr. Lonesome, told me that she received a whole heap of calls from Jamaica. When she sent the number to me, and I matched it with the number that called my son's mother in St. Elizabeth at the same number. But because my daughter's mother who live in Cayman now, she don't really answer to calls. You understand, people know she don't know in her phone. And the number that she has is a Cayman number, it's not a 876 number. And the people that call around and antagonize my family brethren. I ask a barrage of arms house question. And man, they are picking now add foolishness to my file. Yeah, man, me here, man. Me here. It's a lot of I don't want to tell you where they get them file from. They not even know what they're doing. So I'm not even assistant. They don't, Mr. Alonso, they're trying to refrain from assistant. But just make them know straight. So me know where them get the information from, and them are in a serious problem too. Serious problem. Them are in a.
Okay.
You understand? See the same thing when they use put me on interdiction, Mr. Alonso?
Yes.
I know I'm not even want to say certain things in a star. Mr. Alonso, I have the entire Jamaica know this. I have a child custody case before the court. And there's a gag order on the case, Mr. Alonso. So you know what that means. The matter must not be discussed outside of the court.
Okay.
Mr. Alonso, can I tell you that the documents that the man used against me are the same one in front of the court?
Oh, that's not supposed to be.
All right.
That's trouble.
But I just want them to know so I know everything what them do. And them can't ramp with me.
Okay.
If it's not to be a boy at the road when they can't come bribe. If it's a little desperate boy at the road when they can't come cut on the shoulder and say sorry. And they can't manipulate me. Who can't beat me up or manipulate me because I don't depend on none of them. Because enough of them in them salon, so since them become big man, them know what good life is all about, you know.
So tell me something though. Let me ask you something though, because I know he's a man who talks straight, straight shooter like lonesome, like myself. So PICA are saying, like them clean, them squeaky clean, them do everything to the books and everything. Something goes up. When I read in the press release, like them the standard up 100% and integrity. Anything like this?
You send 3 officers on interdiction without following the legal procedure as outlined by law. That alone is supposed to tell you these kind of people. All right, Mr. Winter, me know you don't like me. I'm never start telling straight. Me don't like you neither, my boss. So if you go around the corner with something, I respect the fact that you are the CEO and I will never disrespect you otherwise. Because my mother grew me good, man. I didn't come to PICA to learn professionalism and I took that to PICA with me.
So,
you understand me? I say, but as a human being, I have no respect for you, man.
Okay. So let me ask you something. So let me ask you something. So it's the agency has followed the guidelines laid down by the government. So government of Jamaica. So these are the guidelines laid down by the government of Jamaica. So what we are here when I see you, so these are the guidelines. This shouldn't be a good guideline.
No, just a cover and see. We call it damage. Our reputation can just try put up what him do wrong. Him just try pretty up what him do wrong. The government not tell none how to break no laws. The government not lay no full laws to none of it. And we take it up on our head. And account of ignorance. Because ignorance is man account of. So the government of Jamaica did not prescribe this for this man to follow lie matter.
Because we have a law book we want to follow. We have some rules and things we want to follow.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't have a law book, man. You know, we have to dress a certain way. You know, we have to be early. Mr. Alonso, I tell you already, I'm never tell you again. I don't want to call my co-workers them name. My co-workers them are not so normal. Some decent co-workers me have. My co-workers them we might have 1 or 2 little differences, but me I tell you straight. My co-workers are some bright, decent people. If I never them in a dead long time, man. If I never my co-workers them push me out long time, they stand up for me. You get what I said? And them help me to be one of the best immigration officers in Jamaica right now. Big up to all of my supervisors. Big up to all of my junior workers, them. Mr. Lonesome, again, you know me not hold back. Mr. Lonesome,
yeah.
The female, them are suffer more than me and Mr. White. Let me tell you that. I just thought they were brave like me.
The female, they must suffer too.
Female immigration officer, them and the female, them will work at the passport office. Mr. Lonesome, if you don't believe me, say a lie me I tell him. What this young man is saying is true. I will pay for an investigation to be done. Me will pay for it. No matter what kind of people, I'm not a crowd where them are afraid to talk. Just meet the officers, them one-on-one, and talk to them. I see, you can never believe there's a government agency run like this. The people in my passport office, customer service, Mr. Lonson, you want to talk to them? If you think I lie, me, I tell you.
Yeah, man, you know, so I'm ready to talk to them now. You know, so justice and fairness we dealing around here. Yes, man.
Look like so me can talk. If you don't look like some of them can't help me. Them can't even help themselves, not just help me. Mr. Lonesome, the customer service representatives at PICA are suffering.
Whoa.
Remember me tell you, I'm gonna ask them, and the other things that them tell me, I want to see for myself. You understand me? I say? The ones that are working as citizenship. Mr. Lonesome, if you don't believe me, man, who are the Prime Minister or the Minister of National Security? Hear me, I say. Don't believe me, no. Go and find out for yourself. Do your investigation. And then you will realize what I'm talking about. The immigration officers are females. Trust me, man, I just become the people in the really bull like me, Mr. Lonesome. Because Mr. Lonesome, for now, I'm going to die. And I'm going to die with my integrity intact. And I'm going to die knowing that you can't beat me up. You never beat me up. I stand up for my rights. You understand me? I never stand up for my rights. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be like Moses. It's like how God used Moses to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. Yeah, but never be Moses, man. Tell
me something. Tell me something, though. I want to ask some other question because you give me some things the other day were very valuable, right? The immigration, them, right? The port, them in Jamaica. I know only there the airport, them. And the little private airport, them, only there too?
Yeah, man. I'm going to explain to you.
Basketball too? Basketball?
Let me break it down easy for you to understand. Anywhere people enter the country, whether by sea or by air, they cannot come and land without being landed by an immigration officer. They cannot. So anywhere people enter, whether on a cruise ship, fishing vessel, or any other vessel where we bring materials into the country, the people has to be processed by an immigration officer. See? Them bags and any material has to be processed by customs. You get me? So every airport in Jamaica, every seaport, any little ship dock up, we have to find it. All the ship them dock out at sea. When they are in Jamaican waters, we have to go down fishing village. We call them again marine police.
Yes.
Jump on a little boat and go out to the ship. You know what I rope? We climb up on this alone, so. You know what people drop off in I see out there?
Serious, eh?
Oh, that's not a joke thing, a serious thing, man. Says that, as an immigration officer, you know, they're still at the airport a stamp passport. Mr. Lonesome, we arrest and charge as well. We go out into the field and do investigative work as well. So, we don't want persons to get it and think we just go to the airport for stamp passport and them something. No. All foreign nationals who live in Jamaica, work in Jamaica, we do what you call the work permit endorsement in their passport. So after they go through the process at Ministry of Labour and get the work permit letter, they then have to come to the office at Waterloo Road, and then we now process the letter, and the time that we give them is the duration of the work permit letter. So if it's 2 years on the work permit letter, them get to the end of the work permit letter.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I also do that at Waterloo Road.
Okay. So like a basketball, how much immigration they work at them airport there?
I'm not sure about the numbers, but I know immigration officer have to do it.
And custom.
Yeah, man. Customs, immigration, and Ministry of Health personnel.
Have to do it.
Yeah, man.
And the reason why I ask you because so me see a big old dump at upload that thing and I don't know who did that work, but I don't know who process how she playing. But it's somewhere in them place, in one of them places, it must come through. And it have to come through custom. Because immigration, people have to clear. If an in-house flight, them not have to clear themselves. But if any flight
at all. Any flight.
So hold on. So then they're supposed to have some logbook. So I mean, I understand how they must say them no who them no with nobody. I understand because of immigration and custom they so. and then them have so much bag in the airport. One little place so. But them bag they weigh like 100 pounds. We say who carry the bag. Don't nobody not get arrested. That's why I tell people say this is the big boys. It's not the little man this because me not understand that. Because every other airport me that hear them all upon somebody, the two international one there. That's why I ask you still, you know. With the passport too, because a lot of people say something the other day and it's really interested and you know, they might tell me, you know, yeah, because some of them have them passport. But what me get to understand that sometimes some people at PICA hold back the passport them sometime, you know, them the process it so fast. Sometime.
No, sir, that no. Unless, well, not at the passport office. As we tell you, once the applications reach the passport office, so for those overseas who apply through the consulate, once everything is up, in terms of the application full out properly, picture all right, once everything is up to standard, it's sent off to the passport office. And anything will reach the passport office. Even if they hold on to it, Mr. Lonesome, must because they detect something else.
Okay, like somebody was married, and their system and then they put single.
Yeah, any little thing. Remember saying that if you had a passport before, the information is already in the system. So when you are doing a renewal, and if a person who is processing the passport now, and they check the system, they say you had one before, and when they look, they say information change. They might require you to clarify certain things, just like when you say a while ago, a name change.
Yeah,
so if you have a name change, you know, so you have to provide either a marriage certificate or a deed poll.
Okay.
So all of that is important. So sometimes the hold up is because of matters like that. Not that it come and them have it there just a look on you now. No, man. I tell you, the people at the passport office are professional people. Professional people.
Okay.
My co-workers, immigration officers, professional people. Bright, intelligent people.
Okay, so because enough people them still ask and them say, well, very nice, because you know them send out on 1 year before them get back them passport. Me know Bedroom no go back for him passport and them tell them say listen me now. Like no we not give back neither, you know, we can't get it back so neither, you know. So you have to go wait to go get it back to you know. You understand? Cause it might wait for like more than 4 or 5 months and them tell them still have to wait. So me not understand that.
The question would have to be why.
See me answer?
The question would have to be why.
But not just one place alone, not just New York. It happened in Canada, it happened in the UK, it happened down in the islands, it happened all over the place. Bahamas and everything.
Okay.
So it happened all over the place. And then them people, then Angular people, them good. I mean, I say Jamaicans, behave on themselves and start doing the work. Me notice when you put people in a position still, you know, them about waiting and a customer service, them a deal with slave master and slave, and like slave, you know, like them a slave owner. Them turn around and want this like you work under them. Like it's a, you know, you're a slave and you're one of the boss's slave and them are the slave master. But they are also employed by the agency, just as you. Them doesn't have a higher position to give.
As my colleague pointed out to you earlier, and I can tell you he's right. They are using the agency as a tool to attack people. Just like a man like me with them not like now. Them use the agency as a tool to attack me. Because as I tell you, me not give them no other reason. When I go work, I make sure I go early. I make sure I dress appropriately. I make sure I master the art of doing my work. I make sure I dedicate myself to my work. I make sure I have everything in place. So I just do my work, do it and then I cut. So I don't give them no reason, work related or work wise, to use against me. But every time they come up now, Mr. Lonesome, for me to get a little promotion or to be appointed, guess what happens? Here comes them with something.
Oh, so it more look like something forget you're frustrated for just resign and just go home.
Yeah, all right, exactly. Oh. So, let me tell you something that happened the other day. And then you tell me, all right, I was at work at the Waterloo Road office. Right? And as I told you, all of the officers who were present here at the time before they put me on, I trained all of them. Right? All right. When we got when all of us got our appraisal, my appraisal was 95 points up. Because I not get under 90 basket, I'm not play with my work. So as much as them gave me, them can't mess with my appraisal. So I get 95 points up. Mr. Lewis, my immediate supervisor, one Friday evening, I realized that when everybody gone, we kind of linger. I'm just saying, like in Vex. But I'm still on my legs. After a while now, he came over to me and he said, Kenton, you know, I never lie to you. You're a very good worker, despite whatever they want to think about your brother. And he said, trust me, a lot of things you know, even though I'm here the supervisor, and you teach me, and I can tell you that. And he said, Kenton, guess what? He said, you know, sir, recently, him as my immediate supervisor, the visa manager, and the deputy director of immigration, he said, all three of them met. They had a meeting, right? And he said they came to an agreement that Kenton is the staff of the quarter. Based on my performance on the job and everything, I was chosen as the staff of the quarter, right? The man said to Kenton, guess what happened? He said, you know, so when we sent off the recommendation to the managers above, they rejected it. Yeah, man.
So you, with the work where you do, and you're the staff for the quarter, and then reject
but
that?
But the ones them above, because when they see the name and see me, they reject it. Me talk about people when me not see a daytime, you know. When I work in my department, none at all, you know.
But them not supposed to reject that because who you work around and you have the supervisors and things. And but that whoa.
It's a lonesome. Just try to prove to you how petty these people are, man. That is how petty and personal these people. So the work where the government of Jamaica is paying me to do, Mr. Lonesome, is not good enough. I mean, them target. And these are the people who we put in certain portfolio and certain positions as leaders in Jamaica. And then we're going to say Jamaica grow. How much fungus we are grow?
Yes.
We don't know who we are grow. How much fungus we are grow, brother? And they will turn and say we love Jamaica and we talk about prosperity and growth. Prosperity and growth when? And where? Prosperity and growth for who?
Not for the big boys. Not for the common Jamaica. And not for the common workers neither. For the big boys. Yes.
I'm glad all my parents and all my trust me, I have to praise my mother until me dead. All that lady grew me. I have to, despite the mistake when me make and my attitude in the streets when me there on my friend them. But my mother grew me to be a man to stand up on my 2 feet. Discipline. You get what I say? And
all right.
No wrong from right.
No more ask you something again. So when somebody overstay, because I think Mr. Winter Chipina must say watch your live, you know. But when somebody overstay and him talk, according to something with the ear from you talk to me about Mr. Winter before where him can't tell you who stay or who overstay.
Yeah, alright. Let me tell you how it get to that stage. Alright, you have some persons when they overstay, it's because when they hear send $50,000 overstay fee, what them do is some of them can put it in writing to the CEO to appeal the fine. You get what I say?
Yes.
So the day we were there and the supervisor come and tell us, Mr. Winter said, him decide who overstayed. And the law decided, Mr. Lonesome, him decide.
No, that must be lie. Nah. Him have to follow off a books. I'm sure I get fired down time if him not fire off a books.
And Mr. Lonesome, and I am telling you, this man don't follow no book. This man go off where him feel like. This man go off where him feel like. I mean, and I ask you, like, that based on experience, me I tell you this. I know, me tell them something. Let me tell them this. No for no man, you know. Anything me do, my man enough to turn up and say that. Me now go with my back against the wall, me I be like a little girl. I don't tell lie. Anything me do, me supposed to stand by that. Any decision me make, worse in a leadership position, me not going to be a little girl. I am not going to be a little girl and punk out when pressure hit me. No, anything me do, me I go stand by that. So why all of a sudden now you come and tell lie? Why all of a sudden now you come and tell lie? Why?
No.
Who don't now follow the who is virgin? And the lady who is, what's she name? The director of human resource director.
Oh, she name
I don't know where them find this lady and where she come from. Yeah, Mr. White was so generous and talk about him would give 95% to management.
The director of investigation and surveillance attack? No, not she.
No, man.
Oh.
No, man. The lady when this John Guy Walker, man. The
John Guy Walker, okay.
I heard Mr. White telling you earlier, said she's more for the management and not the workers. And Mr. White said he would give her 95, so she 95% more to the management. And I am telling you that Mr. White was being generous. This woman is not for the workers, them, none at all. So I don't know what Mr. White say about that 95% for. The 5% for. This woman is 100% against the staff. 100% for the managers. Mr. Lord, them change HR director every 2-3 months. Every minute them change HR director.
That means something right then. Something right a PICA.
Alright. Every minute the staff members them are resign. Every minute the staff members them are resign. I mean talk about young people, especially females them, young little females them, are resign because they can't take the pressure.
Wow.
The pressure with them place for the people.
So I could ask.
Unnecessarily.
So I could hear what we are asked now. I could ask very decently and nice. Mr. CEO, if him can come on the program and I'm invite you back. If him can come rebut what you're saying, but I know you have your papers and everything. So I can ask you, Mr. Winter, if you come and talk to us now, because if him come talk now. Yes.
Salute some. No, I talked to him, I saw a comment a while ago from Hazel and Bliss. And she said Jamaica charges people for overstaying. Of course we do. What's your name again? Miss Hazel and Bliss. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. The immigration officers in Jamaica are some brilliant, not just academically, we are talking about even in their personal life, the way we live like a family, Mr. Lonesome. And many times, I say for instance, you see me, I go astray then. You know, some people don't allow you make you go fall into a pit.
Oh, they work together as a family.
Cool, man. You know, I tell you, man. I'm telling you, man, that about brilliant people, brethren. Brilliant people. I can speak for my officers. You see me standing up now speaking out, Mr. Lonesome? And my colleagues, them. At 11 years I'm there, I'm still not appointed. And one of my female co-worker the other day looked at me and said, you know, you're not taking nothing serious. And I said, what you talking about? She said, Kenton, oh, if you're there 11 years and you're there every day, I'll be laughing and you're there act like it's business as usual. And she said, Kenton, that means you're not start save for your pension. And I said, no, she said, Kenton, your pension for your picnic them in for you when you retire. She said, God forbid, suppose something happen to you now. What will happen? And the young lady rebuked me and run in front of me. I said, no, man, you're not taking nothing serious. You understand what I say? So I said, this touch my pork and them heart. But Julian Royal, me keep on a talk about Julian. But I want some. Julian left him yard, buy gas in the yard. When the man for there, upon him the half and yard and relax. And the man drive, come up on the workplace. I said, Bridget, you may come to, you know. And Julian pressed me. I said, Kenton, you need to take the file from the attorney and let the union handle the matter. And if the union they deal with it, Kenton, you think would have start out long time. And Julian stand up right in front of me and say, yo, call the lawyer and tell him, say, you have want your file. And the man stand up right beside me and decide to say, nah, move. I'm going to call the attorney office and make a request to my file. And then tell me to come for it the following day. And I went and they gave it to me. And I saw the union now on the matter and I press. So I'm telling you, my co-workers, decent people. So
all right, so
let
me bring out something now. Let me make them ask. More of them ask a few questions.
The overstay, Mr. Lonson, the overstay.
Yes.
All right. Once a person come into the country, when you enter the airport, right? And the officer at the airport will ask you, what's the purpose of your trip? Some persons will say they are here for business. So you are given 30 days in the country for business. If you enter the country when the officer asks you, what's the purpose of your trip? And you say you're here for vacation, they give you 90 days. All right. If you stay in Jamaica a day over that time that you are given at the airport, then you have overstayed. So if then at the time you decide you want to stay longer and you come up to the immigration office.
Hold on, repeat again. Hold on, you don't say something to me. You get 30 days for business.
for business and 90 days as a visitor.
Oh, so you get 3 months. So then they're doing and automatically 6 months again. Are those the Caribbean people, right?
No, only CARICOM members are automatically given 90 days regardless of the reason.
They not 6 months again, not 6 months. They not do that.
No, CARICOM nationals.
Okay.
Alright, what happened? Alright, let me explain something. So like Jamaican nationals with a US passport, for example, or Jamaican national with a Canadian passport, a British passport, or whichever other passport. And once when we look in that passport now, we see the place of birth, country of birth, Jamaica. Then the officers can use their discretion and give you 6 months.
Okay.
You understand? Based on that. Because automatically, I think some adjustment was done.
Yeah, because a man can just come and go back for him birth certificate and show you say, hey, I me have that, me not leave my country. You can't go take him and put him out. There's no way.
Yes.
So you can't go around that.
You were born in Jamaica, Based on the fact that you were born in Jamaica, this way you can't overstay them.
You can't overstay, no.
But persons in that situation, we always encourage them to apply for a Jamaica passport.
Have a stamp.
Or the unconditional landing stamp in the foreign passport. So when you come to the airport now, you're landing unconditionally and not giving any period of time. So we follow protocols, man. And then again, there are persons who surprise too. When we tell them that there are certain countries that cannot enter Jamaica without an entry visa.
Them have a visa, yes. You have country visa. Them surprised? Why?
Yeah, people say, well, Jamaica, you need visa to come to Jamaica.
Yeah, man, you have country visa to come to Jamaica too, man. Them never know that.
Alright, so
enough of them out in the east and couple of them down. Yeah, man, you have enough of them have to come with visa.
I'll give you the nearest one. The Cubans need an entry visa to come to Jamaica. As near as the Cayman Island is, Cayman Island nationals need a visa to come to Jamaica as well.
Yeah, because through them they put a restriction on us, so we have to think back one on them. But in the hard to get.
No, like Cuba, you have to get that visa before you come to Jamaica. And then
so the Cuban them have to apply for it before them come.
For a visa at the consulate in Cuba before they come to Jamaica. Same Cayman as well. But you have some countries, we call it POE, we mean port of entry. We sell them the visa at the airport.
Okay. So what happened to Haiti? Close nearby now.
Yeah, man, Haitians need visa before them come to Jamaica as well. Before. Not at the airport. They have to get the visa before them come to Jamaica.
You know, boy, when you come together and sister them close to where we are do them that, man. So I'm doing now, I'm told people are going 80. Them not need
country, I'm not sure.
No, because them have no straight flight anyway, so them have different on where them fly, but them not need nothing, man. I know them just use boat nowadays, them not need nothing.
I might think so too, Mr. Lonesome. I might think so too. Unless you're going on certain government business. But I know that for Jamaicans going to Cuba, we also need a visa before we go to Cuba. I think for them visa is must be about 30 US or something like that. And then
British Virgin Island. I don't think British Virgin Island. British Virgin Island. Yes. You need a visa. Yes. And US Virgin Island. No, from me I talk from Jamaica for go there, you know. Me I talk Jamaica for go there. I think so.
Okay. Okay.
British them don't need that, man. Them need them book. Them don't need visa for come to Jamaica. But that way we have to need that way around. Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Because British Virgin Island that, you know.
And then it's like a US national with a United States passport, not a Jamaican with one. Like a person with a US passport. And they come into Jamaica to work. That person now will need an entry visa as well.
Oh.
Or if they enter the country without the visa, it's when they get the work permit letter and they come to our office now to get the work permit endorsement in their passport, then at that point they would have to pay for the visa.
Oh, what's the fee though? You look at
50,000 for the visa. $50,000 Jamaican dollars for the visa.
Yeah.
And then the application now, and the application is 10,000. And it's like US, like those persons now who are aliens, they would have to be registered. Once you're going to be in Jamaica for over 6 months, you have to be registered.
No, them have to register. Okay.
Yes. Alien nationals. I know the US is an alien country.
Yes,
but they're not a part of CARICOM or the Commonwealth.
Yes. CARICOM and Commonwealth.
So
Okay.
Yeah, so like Commonwealth countries now, them don't need visa either.
We know that.
Yeah, man. So like Canada, India, those countries, Kenya, South Africa, England, those that are part of the
man. Australia, New Zealand, all of them places, yes. None of them don't need that. You know?
Yeah, man. Once you're Commonwealth, you don't need visa. Only alien nationals.
Okay.
And then get another thing you call like a multiple entry visa as well. So the multiple entry means you can leave Jamaica and come back multiple times during once your work permit endorsement is still valid. Okay, so if they get a 2 year. It depends on the length. It depends on the length of the work permit.
So if them get a 5 year, them get 5 years. You done it 5 years.
It's a 5 year, yes. And not only workers, students as well. Because remember, you have students from all over the world who attend the university or other schools in Jamaica. High schools as well. Remember, you have students from all over that attend traditional high schools in Jamaica and so forth. They will have to come to our office as well and apply for a student endorsement. The same process. It's the same procedure. They might also need the visa and all the other requirements. But if they are under 16 years old, then you know that they won't register them as an alien. You have to be 16 and over to be registered.
Okay.
Yeah, man, so some people surprised when we tell them that. They must say, Jamaica.
Because them want to know, you know, when them live in our country, them, you remember some most of the time, them live in our country and them fly out, them don't know these things, you know, so I have to tell them and tell them, yes, man,
just like how we need visa to go to certain people country.
And BCA say, how much for a Jamaica business visa? Depends on which country, BCA.
Yeah.
Right?
Some persons apply for the visa at the consulate overseas. Some persons do that before them come to Jamaica. I think they get it cheaper over there than when they come to Jamaica. Once you come to Jamaica, 50,000 at the airport and 50,000 up by the Waterloo Road office.
How much at the airport?
Same 50,000, but you do it in the US equivalent.
Okay.
But it's the same procedure, man. We have a standard operational procedure as well, man. That none of we can go around as officers. None of we can breach it.
Yes.
Understand that every visa you sell has to be recorded, and the stamp on the passport that has to be recorded as well. And then the visa manager or supervisor, somebody have to sign off on it first. So I don't know, look a thing where you can go around and do no foolishness.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we have a decent system, man. It's just Mr. Lonesome, the only problem we have now, I can tell you. The moral amongst the staff right now is very low, and I can tell you that much. And this is caused by one individual. Yeah, man. The moral amongst the immigration staff.
You know what I do? Can I say I forgot run now, but no, what I do? I could invite the CEO. Yeah, I could hear what I say. You know, but I want to invite you, yes, sir. I could invite you because I want to invite Mr. Senior back again, you know. Yeah, man, I want to invite Mr. Senior back again, you know. So I want to invite the CEO and get back Mr. Senior online. And we couldn't talk, you know. What you say about that, Mr. Senior?
You can invite him and do what you want, you know, Mr. Load.
No, I want to invite him and then we want you, we must say, come have to invite you back. You understand?
Yeah, but you can do your thing, man.
All right, sir. All right, me there, you brother? All right, later.
Yeah, man, thanks a lot, man.
All right, cool. Yes, man. So, yeah, man, very educational. But you want to go on down there, so, you know? See? So we keep it real and honest. And we invite the CEO. Yeah, man, we invite him. Make him come talk. Remember when you talk, yes, I know when I like when you talk to the wider world, you know? And more people in the diaspora and all about, you know, from every country where you can think of. Everything Spread far and wide, you know. So we could invite the CEO, you know. One year we have to say. You understand? And you know, we have a but you know, say like them letters they were read off and some of the thing them, I gotta put it on screen too. So, you know, yeah, so but we still invite, you know. We want to hear the CEO version of what one, you know. You understand? And with these people, you know, these immigration officers, where you people put an interdiction. Like the one for 2 years, and the other one with him in vacation, and them just call him up and just put him on interdiction. Nothing, and you know, this other officer, them just put by interdiction because them get some things and nothing, you know. Yeah, them now hear nothing and nobody now, you know, correspond with them right and clean up the mess. Clean up the mess. Well, anyway, want some. I'm here, yeah? Keep it real, yeah? Bless up. Cool.